did it. It killed Zacharias.
It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air.
I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
The photograph appears to have been faked. You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common. From deceased members. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph.
Characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease.
South America. Brilliant, Watson. Mr. Bernard Marley.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous.
What is going on, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. So, in the last episode, we suspected a statue killing someone, and we also suspected Sir Charles being the killer. Now we need to go and find Bernard Marley and see what he knows. Now, where is it that I need to go? 8 Grub Street. Right, 8 Grub Street. Okay. Right, so we need to... So, that's Keaton Street. Let's go find Grub Street. So, it'll be through there. It'll be through the tunnel. Possum Street. Not what we want. We do not want Possum Street. We want Grub Street. Cracky Street. Or that was Cranky Street. Grub Street. Right, we need number 8. 3, 5. Where's number 8? Where's 8? Oh, there it is. Hello? Bernard? What are you, Bernard? Oh, it's a factory. What kind of factory? Sandbags? I don't think it's a sandbag factory. It could be a... No, it's not a sandbag factory. They're melting sand down to make statues. Right, so he made the statue.
A furnace for melting metal. Fresh scratches.
He made the statue.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Alright, thank you.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Cool. A knight.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunuma.
Wow. Multiple Mayan statues. Right, so is there any stairs? Is there any stairs anywhere? Or would it be through here? Yes, Bernard Marley's office. Excuse me, Bernard Marley. It's Sherlock Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Right, let's read him before we start talking to him. Dirty color, negligent. Oh, amulets, protective charms. Leans frequently a lot. Whoa, he's got a nasty order. Required for close work, myopic lens. It would be required for close work. Intricate work, works with rough objects. I want to say intricate work. Yes! Another completed portrait. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is the foundry director and a member of the archaeological club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp items, and mechanical oil. His work requires concentration. He requires spectacles for close work. Right.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Yes. Such good karma until bad karma came and bit his arse.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
Why's that?
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
So you believe wholeheartedly that this is all to do with a prophecy?
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Right.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
You have nothing to do with it. Photograph from club, statue creation, search warrant, club store key, and Mayan calendar.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Seriously? You really think I'm gonna fall for that? You really think I'm gonna fall for some stupid ass prophecy? Come on. I'm a man of science and facts. None of them go with each other. Right. Can I talk to you?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Fine. There's something I am missing. It's like proper just look around.
A drawing of Tekun Uman.
Here we go. What?
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
Tekun Uman's arm?
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. 2 large boxes which
There
were
we go.
inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tekun Uman's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Brilliant. Break into Marlin's office at night with Watson. So does that mean I have to go to Baker Street?
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
Okay.
A map of London and its surroundings.
Ah. We shall do
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
science. We should do science.
I can't help myself. I must open this letter. It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Where is it? Ew. Yes. Dude. Just wait for it to whistle. I was expecting it to whistle, to be honest. I was expecting it to go. Alice. So you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him. All the same, I am writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything. Whatever risk it may involve.
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
Ooh.
Let's reseal it, as if it was never opened.
How do we do that?
I need something to apply the glue.
Really that? Okay.
That's it.
Yay!
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
Yeah, so it's... Oh. Right.
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say then. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her,
What?
we all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or
You know,
for her to be
she
unhappy.
sounds like Little
I have to go
Fan
inside now.
from... Caitlin sounds like Little Fanny. Little Fan, or whatever her name is. You know, from Scrooge. It sounds like her. Very quite so. The way she says Ebenezer sounds like Caitlin saying, Alice, I can do it.
Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Okay.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him. But you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Right. Right to you. How would you want me to look? Ah, a doctor outfit. Here we go. Good evening. Mind if I look at this?
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
Right here.
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
Is it this guy?
That isn't our man.
You sure? He looks ever so... I'm guessing it's the guy without the arm or an eye. Yes, I'm guessing it's this guy. I don't think we really need to
Mr.
do
Byron?
a portrait on him.
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
Also, we do have to do a portrait on this guy. Do we really? Medical band, diseased eye. Yeah. Red marks on neck. Asphyxiation maybe? Bound in chains. Marks of disease. No, that isn't bound in chains. That would be a marks of disease. Self-harm? That could be bound in chains. But then again, the way it looks the same as the scar that's in Doctor Who. A cripple. Damn it. ALBIET is around 45 years of age. He's an archaeologist and an ex-member of the Archaeological Club. He's believed to be diseased by the other members of the club during... So how is it an imprecise? He has a disease. But it's probably the wrist. The wrist could have been bound in chains.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
Huh.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This
Yeah.
address is almost invisible.
Hospit for Pical disease. To Mr. Byron, address Oak Street 21D. Oak Street? Probably Cook Street? Mr. Byron, Dr. Brunt is pleased to confirm your appointment on 25th November. Please aim to arrive for the early morning.
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
Oh, ain't that brilliant.
Mr. Byron is due for a consultation with Dr. Brunt.
Ew. Oh, isn't that disgusting?
Our man passed by a circus.
Nothing much more to
Oh, you're still here.
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
Yes, because I'm Sherlock Holmes. Right, so I need to search the map back at Baker Street. Rightio, the map.
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
Here. Oh, so you mean like that. Okay. Here we go.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
Right. OOK. You have to like actually use your eyes properly. I love it. Oh, okay. Can I move that out of the way, please?
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found
Yay.
Albiet's flat.
Right, I want to get out of this terrible uniform. Okay. Nice paintings. He's a wealthy man.
Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands. The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
Use an axe.
No! Please help!
I'm coming!
Please help!
Who's attacking him? It has to be someone from the club.
Please help!
I'm guessing he's gonna be dead by the time we get in. He's gonna be dead by the time we get him. Whoa! BB traps?
This table could serve as cover. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attackers. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. This table could serve as cover. Yeah! Watson, cover me!
Come on, we can push it! Come on, Holmes, push it! Huh. Too slow.
Above
Locked.
Where's our axe? Could possibly use. Whoa! Okay, this definitely isn't Byron trying to stop us. It's gotta be Sir Charles, right? It has to be Sir Charles.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
What's the...
Our attacker escaped through this skylight.
Lovely. Deductions. Physical abilities. Attacks. Is there nothing like did these not? No, they don't.
Our assailant escaped using this rope.
Doors don't go within each other. Right, so there's gotta be something around here. Did he steal anything? He's got to have stolen something. Did he trap Byron in here?
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is ALBIET, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Could be. Is it? It is fever. Club store key, search warrant.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues.
Last expedition, false name, Zacharias' locked door.
Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
It could all just be a trick, really. You know, there is an actual person that's wanted to kill you and steal your statues. It's either Sir Charles or it's Bernard. It's one of those two. It has to be one of those two.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career and my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias's murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Yes.
Aptly.
He
Well,
was.
he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
Oh, but I think there is something interesting inside. Escape through the window, fight about the crime, about illness. Doesn't. None of these go with each other. Nope. Let's go look at the room. Let's go look at the locked room. Hello? Now what's in here? But I was empty. I mean, not empty. How do we even open now? There's no key.
Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
And I'm guessing these are his letters. Brazil, Sao Paulo, April 14th, 1883. I, Claudia Joe Inancio Dal Silva, give full rights and freedom to Albiet Dyke and Bayadamor Aldambo from this day forth for him and his descendants. Right. My love, I understand your pain, but please, know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world? For if anyone should discover the terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better than my memory remains in Tokunamon's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone, with my precious collections, my lifetime's results of archaeology. One friend of mine, who is a bailiff, will help handle the sales. You will receive all their income. Please try to not be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me and you are able to finally lead happy lives. My only wish. Right. Okay. It's in here. Nothing much. Oh. Oh, well. Why don't you
This
look at
model
this?
forms a part of another, larger model.
Oh!
The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly.
Oh, I thought it was cut. You know, with that, that gold.
1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. This bed is very small.
So a child sleeps in. Oh. Well, that is sad, ain't it? A child used to sleep in that bed. And I think that child's missing. Ow. Itchy.
There's a little bed in a small room. It's being used.
Well, it is for my son Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life with a crippled father. They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekkening Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
Well, isn't that sad? Wow, that is a lot to unravel. Temple model. No. Small stature, someone of small stature, perhaps Albiet's son, could pass through the tiny window in the roof. Could. Son is innocent. A small child would not have sufficient strength or cunning to be a murderer. Suspect is small. Albiet is lying about his son. The bed could belong to someone other of small stature who could also be the murderer. This child has to be innocent. Or the suspect could be small. But then would that connect those dots? That doesn't connect those dots. Interesting. Testimonies. What does that say? Testimonies of Sir Charles and Bernard Marley are contrary to Albiet's. However, none of them wish to talk about the temple. But he does wish to talk about the temple. Oh, this is unraveling very quick. Albiet could only build the model of the final pyramid if he had managed to gain its entry. But he did enter. It wasn't necessary for Albiet to enter the pyramid in order to construct its model. He could use imagination. It's gotta be lies. Find out the truth about the temple. Ooh.